And Jari, moments before that, played a puck because he wanted to take a shot down at an empty net.
And almost.
When they were up
right.
2. Yeah.
Almost messed that
and
up.
It's just, what are you doing? With the way the third period is gone, you can't afford to get greedy like that. To me, this game, or this third period, I should say, that was the knock on Jari for years. The people that covered him in his way up through the Penguins system, and even when he was first starting to sow his oats at the NHL level, they all said, he'll have a 5-minute stretch that ruins a 60-minute game for him. And we saw that play out in the third period. I mean, he was great for 40 minutes, and he was awful for 20. And you said they can't afford to do that in the playoffs. You're right, the Devils aren't going to be there, but better teams will be. And Mike Sullivan didn't know what to say after the game, Bob. He was asked twice to react to the game, and he said, I've literally never been a part of something like this in my entire life. I don't know what to say.
No team has ever been outscored by 5 goals in the third period and won a hockey game. That's according to Elias. Yeah. No team has ever done it. And the Penguins were the first to do it tonight, and only because they had such a big lead like that, and they nearly gave it away. I believe if time had 3 more minutes on the clock, they would have lost that game the way they were going. Ugh. So the question now is, they have 2 more games coming up. What do you think? Is there a carryover into the next game? Do the Penguins regroup and say we can't let that happen? Or do the Devils say, you know what? We showed something in that third period, and they have nothing to play for other than to be spoilers. So where would your FanDuel money go then?
Yeah, well, don't take my word for it. Do the opposite then. At this point, fade me. Look, I think the most interesting call will be in net, because Mike Sullivan, you could make arguments and points for either decision. You penalize Jari, and you say the way that you pretty much mailed it into the third period, you can't take it for granted. We're going to play Casey DeSmith now. It's his turn. Or you show confidence by putting him back out there and saying, we'll throw out and flush the third period and give you a chance to get right back out there. Me personally, because I'm vengeful and spiteful right now, Bob, I'm not a huge fan of Tristan Jari at the moment. I think I'd put Casey DeSmith in Thursday night. I
think he may do that and then go back to Jari on Saturday. We'll see, but there are only 10 games left, and both the Islanders and the Bruins also won again tonight. So it's 62, 62, 61, 58 as we go right down to the edge. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll also talk about the other big news of the day. Mike Tomlin gets a 3-year extension. We want your calls at 412-575-2600. Give us a shout here live. It's Pittsburgh CW, the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.